Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Precious and I post videos once every week, and I've been posting on Saturdays recently, and I think I like Saturdays posting, so I'm gonna see how that works out. I've posted every single week of this summer. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't know if I could do it, and I did it. Summer's not over yet, but I'm proud. How to be the president of a club, or how to be the president of a newer club, or basically how to be the president of a club that's there. It's not new, but it's not well organized. So if you want to see more, stick tuned to the rest of the video. I'm really bad at talking to the camera. Stick around for the rest of this video, and I'll tell you how to become a president of a club and my experiences being president of a club. So basically, let's go. Oh, by the way, subscribe if you're new. You want to, you want to, you love me, make me feel like I'm loved. So subscribe, like this video if you like, or just like this video, please, and leave a comment below other videos that you like. Also, if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at a notebook with like my sticky notes. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so first, to become a president of any club, you need to ask the sponsor of the club, like the teacher who's in charge of like being there while the club is going on. You need to ask them if there's a position of president, or like how to be the president of the club. You can either ask, oh, can I be the president of the club since so-and-so is leaving next year, or are there elections to be the president of a club? And that's basically it. It's so simple. You just have to get up your butt and ask the right teacher, and then that could be you being the president versus you not being the president. So the first step to being a president is to get off your seat and go talk to someone. Second, if the club is having elections, make sure that you tell everyone in the club that you're interested in that position. Tell everyone why you're interested in that position, and make sure you just let your voice be spoken out, because if you really love the club and you want to be in that position, people are going to see that in you and the way you interact with them, like the people who are part of the club and who are voting, and then that means that they're going to vote for you.
I think that's done.
So that's basically it of how to become a president that I know of. So after you are the president, there's a couple things that you need to do to make sure that your presidency goes as planned, goes well, instead of having a bad year. You really need to make sure everything is organized, everything is prepared, you know what's going on all the time. Like, you can't be out of the loop. If you're going to be president, you need to be in every single person's business. No offense. So basically, the first thing I would make sure is that make sure the meeting dates are good between you and the sponsor and a majority of the people who are in the club. You don't want a club date on a Monday morning. No one is most likely going to show up. Next is know who is doing what in the club. You as president shouldn't be the only person running the club with the sponsor. Don't leave that up to you. Official people who you can depend on, and you have strict rules set upon of what they need to do and how they need to do it. Next up is, this kind of goes into what I was saying next, is have a team of support system. Have people who you know are dedicated to certain jobs, so it's not all dependent on you. so it's not all dependent on you, and have a team of support who help you bounce off ideas and who are just there for you so that you don't have to do all the work. One of the most important rules of being president is planning. You want to make sure, I keep seeing like bugs. You want to make sure that you plan well ahead. If you're doing fundraisers or any type of club activities that involve the members not going to a meet, like involves the members not just in a meeting setting, but like what they do after the meeting, you need to plan well ahead. I say if you have an event or fundraiser going on, plan at least 2 months ahead. And that's also good for people who are bringing stuff, or if you're going through companies for your fundraisers and events. Companies need to know at least. Some companies it's 30 days, some companies it's 6 months, some companies it's 180 days. So it just depends on where you're going to, and that's why you need to plan well ahead. Another rule is don't always depend on the sponsor. The sponsor of the club or the teacher of the club isn't there to do everything for you, and they are a teacher. They have grades to grade and they have a bunch of stuff on their plate, and they might forget about the club. They're the sponsors who tell you that they're going to help you, but then they don't. So another thing, I'm just adding another thing. Everything's so disorganized, but this is how I just like think about it, is being strict to the other officers and to the members of the club. Don't let the other officers or the members of the club, your friends, not your friends, run over you. Don't let them just be not showing up to meetings, not helping out, and just make sure everything is organized. See who shows up to the meetings, see who helps with fundraisers and events, see who does this, and have like a minimum requirement. Because if you just have people in the club that just come there and sit, they're wasting your space. They're not a waste of space, but they're wasting your space for someone else who would love to help the club out some more. I forgot what I was gonna say. So I guess it wasn't important. That's how I always feel if I forget something. Another thing along with the lines of officers and members, make sure there is communication. Communication is very key to the members, the officers, and the president and the sponsor all getting along together and everything running smoothly. Make sure that there's a reason for club members to come to the meetings. Not just like you text them what's going on and they'll be like, oh, okay, that's easy. So that's a helpful tip. The second to last thing is be fresh, be new. If you've been in the club for a previous year, which is good, so that you actually know what's wrong with the club, how the club is supposed to work. See like what you didn't like as a member of the club, not as a leader. See what you didn't like about the club and then try to change it next year. Nothing like, oh, I didn't like the color of our shirts, something like that, because it's a majority vote of like things. But like, if you didn't like the way the meetings were set up so disorganized, next year come up with a plan of how to organize everything. Pick set dates, give the dates to everyone in the club, print it out for everyone and be like, these are the club dates, they're not going to change. If they're going to change, we're going to give you out a notice at least like a week or two ahead. So be like, make sure everything is the way you feel that the club is getting better, not worse. So that's how fresh new works. Also being fresh and new means that you're coming up with different ideas than the year before. Lastly is making sure the club members are always doing something, because this is a really huge problem that not many people think, but you don't want it to end up that only a selected 5 or 6 people do stuff for the club every single event, every single time. You want it to be interchangeable because that's how a club gets better. Make sure that you are on top of things, because if things fail, people will be blaming it all on you. They won't blame it on the sponsor, they won't blame it on the other officers if it might have been either of their faults. They'll blame it on you because you have the role of president. Oh, dang it. I wanted to go without a video of doing like this. So that's it for the end of the video, guys. I'm sorry if I'm always like very strict in my videos, the way I talk, but I really can't help it. And thank you for watching this video, and if you want to be the president of your club, I am so proud of you for even thinking of that goal, and just thinking it alone is a step forward, and the next thing is to just get up and do it. So I'm so proud. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you oh, that's it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really love it if you did. Subscribing just means that people are actually watching other than your family, and so thank you. So thank you for watching this video. Love you and stay precious.